Hi everyone, thank you for coming. We are going to make 15 minutes of press conference. The first 5 minutes with you, and then we have our journalists in Argentina by Zoom. So who wants to start?
Michael, you've had some great days of rugby. How does coaching an Argentina side to a win at Twickenham compare?
It was good. It was good. It was tense as well, you know. But I really liked the way the guys prepared this week. You know, they had a really good attitude about them, and I suppose it was tricky too because like no one inside of that team has won against England before, so you've got to combine the mental side of it with the tactical and the technical, and of course it was only a small margin too, you know. So, it was great. It was a great feeling. Good, really nice for the lads as well to get that opportunity to have that experience here.
Michael, you've got England at the World Cup as well. Do you feel like Argentinian rugby beat the All Blacks this year, beating England away this year, and really putting a marker down for that for the next year?
I'm not big on the laying the markers and all that type of stuff. Every game's we're talking about the best teams in the world here. Every game's played on its merits, and maybe a little bit from a confidence point of view for us to have now actually done that, for those boys to have won that game, you know. So, but as far as the game itself or what happened in the game, it'll be a totally different game in 9 months' time or whenever that game takes place. So, no, I don't think we're laying down a marker for anything. I think we're just trying to do our best to learn, get better, improve as a team and have a better approach to playing our footy, you know. And they had a good approach to playing their rugby today and they got the reward.
Michael, you had 13 turnovers, but can you describe the areas of the way that England were attacking that you were expecting when you went half?
No, I don't think around the attack. Like the attack is attack. You know, I think if you start trying to predict all of that, you can get caught up in a web. You just got to have your own system of defence and make sure you apply it accordingly. There's certain parts of England's game that are really strong, and if you can try and negate those a little bit, you might get some pay. But all in all, mate, it was a tight game. Like, it's 1 point. You know, it's not like we had some brilliant plan that snuffled them out. Players worked hard. It was very physical. There was a lot of pressure on at different times in the game, and it comes down to a kick here or a kick there, you know. So, and taking opportunities. And yes, defensively we probably played more without the ball. I'd imagine that there was a low percentage of ball in our favour, but we took better decisions and we weren't penalised as much as we have been perhaps against South Africa, which, you know, the games against South Africa we were right in, we just got penalised out of them, you know. So we need to take stock of that and take responsibility for taking the decisions that are going to knock. I still feel like we were penalised a bit too much today, but we give away less than we have been giving up, which means less field position against us.
Michael, it's been a bit of a busy week for you personally. I just wondered, how do you reflect on it now, and what you're going to do to kind of wind down or celebrate Sunday?
Well, to be honest, I've loved it. I didn't know what would happen. I think, obviously, I love being here with these fellas. Like, they're good to be around. You know, they make you want to get up in the morning and do your absolute best, you know, to prepare them. And the experience with Lebanon, obviously, it's my heritage, my family's heritage. At the World Cup, rugby league was probably one of the best in my life, sporting wise. Like, just that connection back to your heritage, and the coaching guys from totally different levels of footy, you know, amateurs, and it gave me so much energy to want to come down. I felt like the week was pretty seamless, really. There wasn't too many hiccups, and you know, I've gotten lucky. I've got great people with me, you know, here with Felipe and Juan and David and Andres and all of the team here, and also with the Cedars, with Matt King and Robbie Farrer and those guys. I felt like that it was really comfortable for me to be able to enjoy the week, not just do the week. You know, I would have liked a nicer first half up in Huddersfield, you know, so it could have been a perfect weekend then, but so it is, you know what I mean. If we're going to get beat, we might as well get beat by Australia, you know, in that regard. So I really enjoyed it, and I always love being with these guys. I won't be relaxing, mate, after this. I'll be getting ready for the next game. maybe when it's all finished and after the Scotland game at the end of the tour, you know, I can, you know, kick back a little and remember what my wife looks like and the kids. A couple of my kids were here today. They absolutely loved it. You know, first time they would have been to Twickenham, so they loved the day.
Cacho.
Sí, coach.
Sí.
La clave de la victoria, ¿de dónde pasa?
Clave della vittoria?
Sì.
No, non è una clave in particolare, è más 3 o 4 o 5 cose che penso che stavano importanti per esta partida, porque Inglaterra juega en cierta manera y nosotros queremos divisar en nuestro plan que 50% a negate cosa hace el adversario y 50% su cosa queremos hacer nosotros. And try and, you know, tomar de buenas decisiones porque cuando las oportunidades arriban que podemos tomarle. That makes sense?